I'm in the jungle again, and I'm waiting to finalize the 7 days photography project video. But in the meantime, I figured I'd take some neat shots with my Nikon F3, and for the first time with my macro lens used for scanning normally. But I had an idea, why don't I just go back out in nature and find some cool macro shots. And cool these shots are. I was thinking while editing my scans how different they are from the majority of my work. Most of them were like, it felt like it was something new, something really neat, because I've never shot macro, but it was a worthwhile experience, and I hope you enjoy the photos. I know I did. That water was boasting with tiny organisms. You don't really think about it till you really zoom in and take a deep look. Let me get a closer look. I'm glad I could capture those organisms better. My second shot, if anyone knows what the heck those things are, tell me in the comments. But I could literally see them like flashing and moving around. It was really interesting. Also, on a side note, I'm really impressed how I was able to capture the majority of those photos while hand holding the camera. Why am I doing this without a tripod? Well, one, the camera I'm filming this on is on the tripod, and two, I just kind of thought it was a neat challenge. But that mushroom shot was very complicated. It makes me wish that this was an autofocus camera. Just trying to get that fine focus without a magnifier was very tough. I hope this turned out well. I have faith. There's a lot of instances where I want to take a shot, but I just can't because there's a million other shots and I can't get the focus right. But I do like the mushroom shots a lot. Nice one. Not gonna lie, this is tough. There'll be a slight breeze, and it's extremely hard to find focus. It's not like I could just be like, oh, this is a foot away. No, I want to get it very dialed in, and this is hard. But hey, I was the one who said, yeah, let's use it on my F3. So I mentioned in my first video my scanning setup, and while thinking of video ideas, I thought about swapping this lens. My lens cap fell off. Swapping this lens onto my Nikon F3 to take macro shots on film. I love how I can use the same f-mount lenses on my D7100 as well as my F3. You can obviously tell that this stupid thing wasn't meant to be on this lens. The lens is wonderful for scanning, and turns out it's perfect for film macro shots. There's always a million lizards out. Let's see if I can find one that stays for me. I had the shot, then I moved my camera. There's two of them. So I caved, and I figured I'd just hold this for now. I've been trying to find this locust, and he had me chasing around and around this stupid plant. And it took me a while, but I finally got the tripod, finally focused on him after he stopped moving, and then took the shot. I hope it turns out well. For some reason, that locust shot looked super vintage, and it was taken on new portrait. I don't know if it was because of the way it came out in post-processing, but still looks super cool. It's day 2 of our little mini macro photography project. Before, I was actually scouting out my shots, and I came across this dew on the elephant ear. I know I said it before, but I love the elephant ears, and I just had to shoot it on macro. So this is a focusing nightmare, guys. It wasn't windy a minute ago. What the heck? I can't even focus on this. Since I'm on a tripod now, then I realized it's kind of a lot better for macro photography. I've actually been having the mirror up and shooting a lot longer of a shutter speed just to get a higher aperture, because I would like something that has a very high depth of field. With macro, it's very easy to get a close-up to your subject, but a lot of the background is blurred because you're so close and the focus is so high. So I figured if I have if I use f/22 for like 1 second and eliminate the mirror shake as well as the, any kind of movement, then it'll be a lot better. So, food for thought. Well, I feel much better about today than I did yesterday, but today was extremely fun. I think the last 3 shots are going to be spectacular. the one with the fern, I think, is gonna be the best. But I've been surprised before, and I bet I'll be surprised this time. Well, past me, you were right. What did I learn? Top-down viewfinders with magnifiers are extremely helpful. I take for granted the top-down viewfinder on my RB67 or even the 645 with the magnifier. That is a breeze to find focus. Maybe if I had a screw-on magnifier or even a top-down on this, it'd be a lot easier, but just the back and forth, like finding that minute focus detail, it's crazy. And then you're like, well, is this going to be in focus? Is this going to be out of focus? It was a lot different than just using my nifty 50 or even my 70 to 300 Nikon lens. I mean, even that seemed a lot easier at 300, but who knows? I think these are going to turn out really well. I also think the locust shot is going to be amazing. I think once I realized the tripod was the way to go, that's when it clicked, I think. Maybe just once more. You can never be too safe. Na 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 na. Almost all of those turned out really well. Most of the ferns and even like the mosses looked really cool, and the mushroom shots were also awesome. It's amazing capturing something so small yet making it look so big in the frame. There's so much beauty in the world. A lot of it we can see with our own two eyes, but there's so much out there, more than we can ever know. There's so much that is too small to see with our regular eyes. Christ made this world immaculate and spectacular, and being able to view the world through a lens like that, through a macro lens, just adds to the wonder of this place. All creation testifies. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up, and comment if you'd like to see more macro photography on 35mm film. Thanks everyone. Stay with it. If anyone's wondering why I have a Sigma lens cap on my Tamron lens, it's simply because I'm a Sigma male. Nah, I'm just messing.